I'm Athina and thank you for clicking on this video. Today we are going to look at your past life. The past life, meaning that it is another incarnation that you had before coming here, but if you really have to say it, time doesn't exist, so meaning that currently that past life is happening at the same time as your current life. I know it's hard to comprehend, but it's like this. So we are going to tap into one of those past lives and see some information. And I really want to thank our community for letting me use the spread. This is the past life spread. I'm going to look at what was your purpose in your past life, a card to represent you in a relevant past life, a lesson that you did not complete in that past life, a lesson that you gained from this relevant past life, and the last one is what you are trying to accomplish in this life that was brought with you from that relevant past life. And of course, this spread is going to be answered by the tarot cards, and I have enough oracle cards here to give us even further information about your past life. So without further ado, let's get started with the pile selection. Pile number 1 has the Shadowscapes Tarot with this labradorite. Don't know if you can see the shimmering of the labradorite. And here is a random card for you to see how this deck looks like. You've got the 3 of Wands. So, pile number 2, you've got the Mother Witch Tarot with this, I think this is Chrysocolla, here. And your random card is the 7 of Cups. And pile number 3, you've got the Power Archangel Tarot. Your stone is a petrified wood, even though it doesn't look like wood. It's petrified wood. And your random card is 3 of Michael, or the 3 of Swords. Now I'm putting it here on top. So how are you going to choose your group? Well, you can either choose based on the dice, on the tarot deck, on the crystal, on the timestamp that is down below in the description. Maybe you choose it based on the tune that I'm going to play after the meditation music. There's so many ways to see. Maybe you choose more than one group. That's also possible, because we have more than one past life. So be free to do whatever you need to do. I'm going to be quiet now for 1 minute so that you can take your time to meditate upon this and decide which group to choose. And afterwards I'm going to play a tune so that you can, if you're clairaudient, so that you can choose based on this tune. And I'm going to say now goodbye, and I will be seeing you at your piles. Bye! Hi, pile number 1. You chose the Shadowscapes Tarot, this labradorite, the number 1, or the tune that you heard in after the meditation. This is going to be your reading about your past life. Here again, the spread that I will be using. It was already on the intro, but you never know. Let's get started. Hope you like this ASMR of shuffling cards. So, please spirit guide, what was the purpose of pile number 1's past life? What was the purpose of pile number 1 in their past life? What was pile 1's purpose? So, a card to represent pile number 1 in that relevant past life. A lesson pile number 1 did not complete in that past life. A lesson that pile number 1 did not complete in that past life. A lesson pile number 1 gained from this past life. And what is pile number 1 trying to accomplish in this life that was brought with them from that relevant past life? What is pile 1 trying to accomplish in this life that was brought from that relevant past life? So let me see if you can see the card down there. Doesn't look like it. Let me move a little bit these things up. Let's do it like this. Let's make the spread a bit different. So, okay, let's get started. What was your purpose in a past life? Pile number 1. You've got the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So, pile number 1, you may have in your past life needed to take action upon something for you to gain abundance for yourself. But since the Nine of Pentacles is in reverse, you were almost there, but still couldn't get there. The abundance that was meant for you, because the Knight of Wands is facing its back to the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles is in reverse. The Nine of Pentacles being a card about abundance, reaping what you harvesting what you have planted, being abundant in materialistic gains. So your purpose was to have this, but you didn't get it. Maybe we will get into why you didn't get it afterwards. But you may have even been a knight, I don't know, riding a horse. Because this deck is a bit more special, and you see the images are not like the other decks, it's a bit more fantasy-like. It could even be that you this past life was not even on Earth, but another place that's a little bit fantasy-like. Your purpose was also to connect to nature, is what I heard, because of the foxes I'm seeing here. Riding what? I hear riding and I was like, riding what? Horse, yeah, of course. For what? Doing night things that the night do. What did knights do? Here in Europe, they fought in war. They protected the people. Some even wanted to gain a lot of materialistic gains, so they were knights to get a lot of money. For the church in the past, this was something not honorable, so for them a knight should have been humble and things like this. Then we have also the knights of the church that were more humble and just wanted to have recognition. So because I'm thinking about the knights here in Europe, you may have been a knight in Europe if you had this past life on Earth. So a card to represent you in a relevant past life. Let's see. Whoopa. You've got the Two of Cups. Interesting. So you may have had a balance between your feminine energy and your masculine energy, because the Two of Cups reminds me of the yin yang, and they are intertwined, these two spirits. So two in one, let's say. So you had two energies in you, the feminine and the masculine energy, like everyone does, even here in this current life. And it was balanced because it's upright. You may have, because it's the Cups card, you may have had a lot of water energy in your chart. So Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. Sometimes those signs can even come into your current life. So maybe you are even now one of a water sign. You didn't work alone. There was someone else with you. Because it's the Two of Cups and we see two persons there. So maybe a twin. You had a twin brother, sister, gender. Don't know which one, could even be genderless. And you both have maybe been a bit different, but still the same coin. Because here you see the fish here down that are swimming in circles. It reminds me of the yin yang. You may have been different, but still the still at the core you were both the same. One may have been more in their masculine energy and the other may have been more in their feminine energy. If you had a twin brother or sister. It's like there was a great harmony between you two, if this was a new great balance, complemented each other, is what I heard. And you may have liked fish or eating fish, because there is a lot of fish here. Well, what do we expect from the Two of Cups? So, that's everything that I'm getting from this card. So, lessons you did not accomplish in that past life. A Seven of Swords. You may have not learned how to see the truth about a person's intentions, like the Seven of Swords being someone that is deceptive and uses underhand means to gain what they want, being sneaky and stuff like this, and not being able to see this and learn how to not decipher how to see the difference between someone's genuine words and someone that is just trying to deceive, be sneaky, and stuff like this, because this beautiful swan doesn't see that there is someone right here at the back sneaking to trap it or to even kill it if it is. So what you didn't learn is how to see the difference between a genuine person and someone that is being sneaky, deceiving, mummy-headed, the stuff like this. So yeah, but there are also lessons that you've gained from this past life. So what did you gain? You've got the World in reverse. So you almost finished a cycle. It was almost there, but something stopped. So maybe you... that's sad. But maybe if you were a knight, someone sneaked behind you and killed you, and that's why you couldn't finish having the things that you needed to have, and couldn't also finish the cycle with the work card. But you were almost there, meaning that even though you may be now in this past life, in this current life, having to finish this, it's going to be a lot easier because you were almost there. So here you are now able to finish it completely. So don't let this get you discouraged, because most of the time we incarnate again because we have some unfinished business. So you have some unfinished business to learn how to see the genuine people from the not so genuine, sneaky foxes people. But you were almost there. So meaning that we're probably gonna maybe be a little bit ahead of myself, but you're probably going to get this accomplished this time in this current life. So what are you trying to accomplish in this life that was brought with you from that relevant past life? The Six of Wands and what is this? Temperance in reverse. Yeah. The recognition that you wanted in that past life, the success and your abundance that you couldn't get in that past life is what you are going to get in this life. You are trying to gain it again with the Six of Wands. We have Temperance being in reverse, so you may have in this past life where you were balanced, you may have come out of balance because of the situations of the lesson not learned, and not being able to finish and complete a cycle. So now it's you are bringing this back to this life to gain the recognition, the success, the abundance, and also finding back into balancing yourself out and transmuting stuff that you couldn't transmute in that past life. Because you see how I think there are two dragons, or a dragon and a bird. They have both different colors, and the energy is coming out of this ball, so there is a transformation and it looks like the yin and yang. So trying to accomplish again being in reverse, there is still the need of trying to balance those things out that might not have been able to balance out in that past life. And transmuting and healing stuff from that past as well. Because sometimes those things that may have hurt us in that past life can be still anchored in our soul, and so we are the soul is trying with this incarnation to transform and heal from this past life. So there may be something in this life that you don't understand where it came from, this pain or this thing. It may have been from that past life, and it came with you from there, so that you can transmute and heal it now, so that you can have a clean slate. So let's see. What else can you say about the past life of pile number 1, please, Spirit Guides? What else is there to know about past life? Pile number 1. Is this everything? Yeah. Maybe this card is more of a help. So let's see it as this is going to help you learn the lessons in this life and have more of a greater life this time. So try to laugh every day. Laughing releases endorphins and bring more oxygen and energy into your day. Have you not been laughing a lot, pile number 1, recently? I recommend you maybe look up some stand-up comedy so that you can laugh. I certainly do this sometimes. Now let's see what more. Make sure you get enough sleep. Sleep is so important to function well and feel your best. So maybe even in your past life you didn't sleep a lot. Now it's time for you to learn how to sleep better and get the rest that you need. Then wisdom, insight, knowledge, sense. So you had some sort of insight and knowledge and some maybe sixth sense in your past life that maybe you have even now. because past life and now sometimes it's woven together, and what we had in the past life we still have it now because it's still part of our soul. So wisdom. Then positivity. Maybe you have been a really positive person. We see here success again. So you may have wanted to be successful but couldn't get it. You may have even taken a good care of yourself in that past life, and you were really focused on your goals. So, as I said, some of those things can even come into the now, right now. So, how do you say this? The characteristics of your past life can even sometimes bubble up in this life. So, what activity could you get lost in? So maybe you did some activity in your past life that you could get lost in it, that you really loved and liked, and maybe it's time for you to do this again in this life. Healing, self-love, peace, relaxation. Yeah. Maybe you needed to learn how to relax and be peaceful and have your get your self-love, but you couldn't do this because we have the make sure to sleep. So healing, maybe healing your workaholic tendencies. And bringing balance into work hard but also relax hard. Then we have my positive thoughts guide me to new heights. So maybe you were really a positive person in that past life, and this helped you gain some recognition, but the big prize, as I said before, was not meant to be in that lifetime, but you have it now. You can work on it to have it now. And the last is keep a journal of your thoughts and feelings. This can help you reduce stress and anxiety. A safe space to clarify your thoughts and emotions. Maybe you had you wrote what is it called? A diary, a journal, where you have written everything down that happened on the day, what you felt and what thoughts that you had. Maybe you even do this now in this lifetime, so it may be something that you've taken from that lifetime back. So, what can we else know about pile number one's past life? Is there any other information about pile number one's past life? Nope. Good. I understood. So remain positive. So we have again the positivity coming up. So you were a highly positive person. Maybe you need to be positive right now. And if you want to know more about your past life, you can ask your angels and they will guide you to the informations that you need. And no, because there was no more information with the oracle, with this particular oracle, because we still have 2 more decks. Please, for you guys, what other thing about pile number one's past life can you see? Okay, this is everything. So parenting. So maybe you didn't drink in that past life. You may have been more of a sober person, not showing the feelings, could be, having more of a straight face. So I'm getting this. Maybe you have even now, most of the time, a straight face and you don't show much emotions through your facial expression. And yeah, maybe not drinking or not taking any drugs. Well, drugs exists in that past life already. I don't know. So being more of a sober person. So last oracle deck. Please pray, guys. What else can you give us about pile number one's past life? What other informations are there about pile number one's past life? Is there anything else that you want to know? Okay. Back of the deck we have, you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your truth north. Maybe in that past life you didn't embrace all your parts and had a hard time facing your true north, or the opposite is also can be true. You embraced your weirdness and you were facing your truth north and knew deep down that even if people don't understand you, it's because you are not for everyone and not everyone has to understand you. Even in this lifetime, it's the same. So, star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. We have again wisdom. So, you may have had a lot of wisdom in your past life that you may have not really access to. Maybe there were a lot of secrets that you knew but you couldn't tell anyone, or you couldn't tap into those in the wisdom that you already had from deep within you. And now look a little deeper. You still have this wisdom in you, so maybe it's time for you to tap into this and gain more knowledge on it, about the wisdom that is hidden within you that you already had in that past life, and it's still with you because it's part of your soul, that wisdom. So tapping into it and looking into it, and maybe asking your angels to help you tap into those in this lost wisdom that you have from star ancestors. So maybe you had, before you came to earth, maybe you had a past life in another civilization and you gained wisdom and knowledge from there, came into earth, forgot it, couldn't tap into really in it, so it was a little bit lost. And now you are maybe able to tap into it again if you want to, and if if you ask your angels to help you with this. So I hope that you like this, because I'm not seeing anything else. So thank you for staying with me to the end, and I will be seeing you in my next video. Bye! Pile number 2, you chose the Modern Witch Tarot, the Chrysacola number 2, or the tune that you heard in the beginning. This is going to be your reading about your past life. I will be using this spread, and the questions here at the bottom I will be answering with the tarot cards, and then I have here a lot of more oracle decks to get more information about your past life. So let's get started with the shuffling. Okay. What was the purpose of pile number 2's What was pile number 2's purpose in their past life? Sorry. A card to represent pile number 2 in their relevant past life. A card to represent pile number 2's in their relevant past life. A card to represent pile number 2 in their relevant past life. A card. A card to represent pile number 2's in their past life. It's a mess. Hold on. Let me see. So, a card to represent pile number 2's in past life. A card to represent pile number 2's. That's still too many cards. Give me 1 or 2 cards, please, Spirit. A card to represent pile number 2 in their past life. A card to represent pile number 2 in their past. Woo! That was dangerous. Jesus. I slightly. Yo. What was that? Why did it fly up to the Jesus. Okay. I'm slightly concerned. Why did the wait? A card to represent pile number 2's in their past life. Here we have it. Finally. Jesus. Still. Oh, thank goodness it didn't catch fire. Gee. Okay, let me calm down a bit. Whew. That was dangerous. Please, kids, don't do this at home. Don't play with fire and cards. Okay. Lesson that pile number 2 did not complete in their past life. It was fast. A lesson pile number 2 gained from their past life. Which is not. Is this card the one? Yes, it is. Okay, so what is pile number 2 trying to what is pile number 2 trying to accomplish in this life that is brought with them from their past life? What is pile number 2 things? One more card. What is pile number 2 trying to accomplish in this lifetime that was brought with them from their past life? What is pile number 2 trying to accomplish in this life that was brought upon them from their past life? What is pile number 2 trying to accomplish? Yes. Those 2 cards? Yes. Good. Now I have to see if you can see the last card even. No, you can't. So I'm going to move it here. This. So. Okay, what was your purpose in your past life, pile number 2? You got the 5 of Cups. Interesting card. So your purpose had something to do with sorrow, grief. Maybe you helped people when they were grieving to overcome this, to help them find peace with the matters of death. Maybe also one of your purpose was to not be sad about milk that was spilled, but to see everything in a positive light and seeing that there were more opportunities than you would have imagined, or you would be a person that helped others that were sad because they couldn't accomplish the things with the 3 cups here, and they were grieving the lost opportunities and stuff they did, and you were the person that was trying to show them, hey, look, there are still other opportunities, there's still something different. One of them must be the thing that is going to work out. So you may have been a positive person, trying to help others see the positive light as well. Yeah, helping others through their grieving times. Maybe because you had a period where you grieved as well, and you know how it felt, and so you could have been the person that was talking about experience to them because you lost something as well, and so you were able to help the others that lost something to overcome this. Don't know why, but I keep looking at the head of the person here on the card. So maybe you had your hair tied like this. I don't know if I mentioned this in the intro because I filmed it more than a week ago. The intro on pile number 1. So don't know what I said in pile in the intro. So sometimes stuff that come up here from your past life can even be something that you still do in this lifetime, because it's you in a sense as well, ingrained into you. So maybe you like to tie up your hair like this as well, if you have long hair, of course, and you like to tie it up like this, or maybe in your past life you had your hair tied up like that. Often, I don't know, maybe you like to wear in the past black clothes, or you still like to wear black clothes. In some cultures, don't know how it's in your black clothes are mostly worn at funerals. It's the grieving clothes. In other cultures, it's not black. It's something different. I don't know. I just know that in my cultures you dress up black for a funeral when someone passed away. So maybe you could have had a job in a funeral in past life. It doesn't have to be, of course. Or you were an assistant there. Somehow something to do with grief, overcoming the grief, looking at the positive side of the spectrum. That was your purpose, pile number 2. To sum it up again. Card to represent you in the past lifetime. Is this upright or is this reversed? Reversed, okay. So representing you. Maybe you had maybe a family, but things were not on emotional basis that you could say that you were happily ever after, because the Ten of Cups is the card that talks about emotional fulfillment in all aspects with family, getting along with family, and being in reverse. So maybe you had struggled with your own family. You were maybe not emotionally fulfilled with them, or there were some kind of things that triggered you and your family members from that past life, and that made things a little bit hard for you and your family to be really happy and emotionally fulfilled. So there may have been a situation where things couldn't be in a way that you all could have been happy. Yeah, and this can even come over to this lifetime if you haven't worked on this stuff in that past life to to apologize, to make amends about the stuff that happened. So maybe now you came in this lifetime to lead and have a happy family, a fulfilled thing. So you have to work on this to get this lesson also straight in this lifetime. Doesn't have to be. Maybe you and your family are happily together, emotionally fulfilled, and you don't fight, and there are not problems, and you are this Ten of Cups, totally happy ending, happy-go-lucky. Doesn't have to be what I'm saying. It's just a possibility for you, because sometimes without even knowing you can mend those lessons from the past life in this lifetime without even knowing that it was a lesson from it was something from that past life. So a lesson that you did not accomplish in your past life was Queen of Cups in reverse. Is it really reverse? Oh, thought so. Yeah, the Queen of Cups. That was a lesson that you did not accomplish, meaning that maybe you weren't able to. We have a lot of cups right now, so there is something going on with emotions. By the way, cups also representing water elements, so Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. You could even now have stuff in those signs. It doesn't have to be, but apparently maybe in your past life you were one of those water signs, because we have a lot of water, a lot of cups here. So the Queen of Cups is someone that is emotionally fulfilled, that knows how to deal with her emotions, that follows her heart and her intuition. I talk about her, you don't have to be a her, a she. I'm just talking about the card and her energy. So you could even be male and have more of a feminine energy. Energy is energy, it doesn't have gender or sex. So the Queen of Cups followed her intuition, followed her heart. She was really a mature person, sorry, that came out wrong out of my mouth. She was a mature person. She knew her emotions well, and we saw that it was in reverse. So you didn't learn how to be emotionally mature, how to deal with your emotions. Maybe you didn't know how to listen to your intuition. There was a lesson that you couldn't learn about dealing with emotions. So maybe your purpose in your past life was to be able to overcome grief, the emotions of grief, but you could not overcome it, and so this is why you couldn't you weren't able to accomplish the lessons of the Queen of Cups, being emotionally mature, following her heart, knowing her emotions and her feelings well, not being overwhelmed by them. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that word. So there was something that you needed to learn that was concerning your emotions. So lessons you gain from your past life. We have the 8 of Wands. So what you learned in that past life, what you accomplished, is that you can move forward really fast. You know how to deal with things that come fast, that you have to deal with fast. It's like, I think you don't, how do you say that? You don't go under pressure fast, so you are able to hold on to it, move forward really fast, accomplishing things fast, like tasks, whatever, something that has to do with moving forward really fast with stuff. And also when things were coming fast in your life, you were able to hold the rhythm as well and not be overwhelmed by the sheer fastness of stuff that was happening around you. You can even still be like this and have no problems when things have to go fast, and you are able to hold your ground when stuff happens fast. And if you think right now that you are not able to do this, maybe it is a talent that is still hidden from you, and you just have to see, hey, look, you can do it. So, what are you trying to accomplish in this lifetime that you weren't able to accomplish in the past life? Funny how we get the Knight of Cups and the 10 of Coins as well. So we have the 2 tens that talk about family. In one aspect it was emotionally, and in this aspect we have it materialistic, so finances, resources for you and your family, so that generations after you can still how do you say this again? That generations after you can still come on, it's at the tip of my tongue. Can still it just doesn't want to come out. Tongue tied. They can still profit from the things that you build up. So like you worked hard for your accomplishments and you build up a good amount of finances so that sorry, a bit suffering with allergies now that spring is coming. But I'm good. So yeah, you may be trying to accomplish to have enough finances that your kids, your grandchildren can have the financial freedom that you may have not have had in your life, and you are building up now to have this for your family, your future family, if you are not building up your own family right now. So let's go back to the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a water card. She is her energy is a Pisces. And the High Priestess, she listens to her inner voice. She stands in the middle of the spirit world and earth. She's like the bridge of them, of the two worlds. So she can receive messages from her higher self, from spirit, and bring it into the physical world, like like you would say to a medium. They can talk to ghost spirits and deliver messages from them into the ears of others and bring it to them. So like being this type of bridge, or having ideas that come from your higher self, your soul, your spirit guides, and acting upon those ideas. That's what the High Priestess does, and she is highly intuitive. You could say she is a little bit of the Queen of Cups, and you are still trying to learn how to be in this energy. Currently you are not, because it came out in reverse. So not being able to listen to the inner voice, to spirits or things like that, and you are trying to accomplish this to get a balance, because it's good and fine to be in this bit more in the spirit realm and talking to them, but you also have to be present in this life, in this physical reality. So having a balance between those two is what I'm seeing here with the cups here and the coins here, because the coins represent the materialistic world, the physical world, and the High Priestess is more between those both worlds. The cups is the emotional part of the world. So being able to deliver the messages of your heart is maybe what you are trying to accomplish when you were not able to in the past, not able to talk about your emotions to others. So maybe you are trying to accomplish being able to hear your inner voice, to act upon those ideas that may come from the other side, or maybe work with spirit in a way, and being able to talk about your emotions with the people that are near you, like your family, friends, and you are trying to build up on this in this lifetime, that you weren't able to build in that lifetime, in the past lifetime. So let's get into more information. So please, Spirit Guides, what other things can you tell us about pile number 2's past life? Love, passion, devotion, and warmth. So maybe you were trying to be someone that was passionate, had a lot of devotion and warmth, but you could maybe not express it, and you are trying to learn how to express your love, your warmth, your devotion to your loved ones. Then we have first quarter, take action. So we even have the 8 of Wands here. So you were someone that was able to take action upon stuff, really well, but maybe when it came to emotion, it was more difficult for you. Then we have, I listened to my body and give it what it needs. So maybe in your past life you were someone that was able to listen to your body, or you were trying to learn this, to listen to your body and give it what it needs, to the nurturing your body, giving the vitamins, whatever that was needed. They needed rest when you were tired and stuff like this. And sometimes we can forget this in this current workaholic tendency of society. Adventure, discovery, travel, world. So maybe you were someone that went on a lot of adventures in your past life. You like to discover, you like to travel around the world, and maybe you are even now you like to travel, to discover new things about this world. Maybe you want to have this financial freedom and things so that you can make a trip all around the world and know other cultures, other languages, trying new food, and just traveling around the world and discovering new adventures. Because when you travel around, you discover new stuff, and it's like an adventure. Do we have more cards with this deck? No. Okay. At the back of the deck we have, do a small act of kindness. You will increase positive feelings towards yourself whilst making their life a little better. So this can even either be as a thing that you should do now in this lifetime, or it was something that you did like to do in your past life, doing small acts of kindness so that you could increase positivity to other people, while also feeling good yourself about this. So let's see. Please, Spirit Guides, what else can you say about pile number 2's past life? What other information do you have that you can share for us about pile number 2's past life? Is there anything else you could say about pile number 2's past life? Any other information about pile number 2's past life? I am curious because this is normally not the deck I would use for stuff like this. But it was funny in pile number 1. So what do we have here? Unlikely. Yeah, this deck is unlikely to give you more information. I don't know why I felt drawn to use this particular deck for this reading. I just took it. I don't know, unlikely, and ask for help from others in the back of the deck. So maybe you were a person that was not able to ask for help in your past life, and now maybe you are learning how to lean upon others. So this deck is still interesting. Please, Spirit Guides, what else can you tell us about pile number 2's past life? Any other informations? Yeah. Oojala. At the back of the deck we have sentimental feelings. Well, it fits with you, pile number 2. We had a lot of emotions here. So dealing with your sentimental feelings may have been something that you were trying to learn in that past life, or you were someone that, yeah, because you have the queen of Cups in reverse. So you are trying to accomplish something with your feelings. So we have the same card that popped out for pile number 1, sovereignty. So maybe you drank a lot in your past life because you weren't able to deal with your emotions in the right way, and so you took upon this habit of drinking because you were not able to express your emotions to others, and maybe you were trying to learn how to be sober. Maybe you were also a bit of kind of the sober person that was not able to express their emotions in the right way. Like those, how do you say this in a kind way? Like there are people that are hard to read because they don't show emotions on their face. They have like this poker face all the time. And you think, yeah, they are not the feely type, but maybe it's like the total opposite. They have a lot of feelings and then don't know how to express it because they learned it from someone how to not do it. And that kind of like children, the trauma from the past, like you were belittled when you showed your feelings and people were saying, yeah, don't do this, or they didn't know how to deal with you and your emotions, and so you thought, somehow your subconscious thought, yeah, better I don't do this anymore, and you closed up, and now you have maybe the poker face even now in this lifetime, and you are learning how to express more your feelings on your face. I don't know. It's just trying to find the connections. Then we have religion and spirituality. So yeah, we have the High Priestess, and she is someone that is highly spiritual. So maybe in your past life you were trying to be someone that was it would make sense if you were like the person that was trying to help others overcome their grief, because I think in the past it may have been someone that had to do with a lot of religion was doing this kind of job. I don't know much about the past life. So someone that was religious and had a lot of spirituality that helped others with grief and stuff, and because maybe had to deal with a lot of people that were totally in their emotions, you were not able to express your emotions, because like when you are at a funeral, the pastor, what's the other word? The guy from the church. The guy from the church. He sees a lot of people crying, grieving, talking about the memories of the person that passed away, and they have to have this poker face. They cannot let the emotions from others get to them and be emotionally themselves. So you may have had to cut off your own emotions so that you could help the others while they were grieving. So so maybe you were a person in the past life that was really religious and really spiritual, but because of your work and your purpose, you could not express your emotions that well. It would make no sense if I take it like this. So you can even be now someone that is really religious and totally someone that interests in spirituality, because hello, welcome to the tarot card reading, something that has to do with a lot of spirituality, and you have courage. So maybe you were a person that had a lot of courage in your past life, and maybe you even have now a lot of courage because someone that likes to travel around the world and discover new adventures has to be courageous, because you may end up in a country where you are not able to speak their language. So you have to be really courageous to somehow get by, even when you are not able to talk the same language. So there are a lot of cool stuff here, pile number 2. So now let's get into the last oracle deck. So please, spirit guides, what else can you tell us about pile number 2's past life? What can pile number 2 know about their past life? Anything else about pile number 2's past life that you can tell us, spirit? Any other last informations about pile number 2's past life? Is this everything? Yes. Okay. At the back of the deck we have big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. So now I'm going to say it. If you consider yourself a starseed, like that you had past lives in civilizations in other planets, not only on Earth. You don't have to. You may have been a Pleiade. They have a really nice energy. I work with them, so it's nice to see them pop out. In your past life, you may have been someone that was a visionary, someone that was sometimes, often in the past life, you have ideas and visions that were ahead of the time from that past life, because explain to someone from the 1800s that we are able to film videos from our comfort of our own home, and everyone around the world is able to watch those videos by a thing that is called the internet, because we have smartphones that are able to film these movements, these pictures, and being able to send it to everyone that is in their house miles away, kilometers away, and they would look like to you and see like, what are you talking about? So maybe you had visions and ideas that were just ahead of you were just ahead of the time in the past life. So maybe you are even now someone that has visions and ideas of something great that would help humanity, because you are someone that can think about the bigger picture, because that card is big picture thinking. So yeah, you may have even those characteristics still now. So now we have the card The Void. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. When I saw stop, I was thinking about the 8 of Wands. So maybe you were a person that didn't know how to stop and take a pause and embracing winter and this phase of just being, not having any ideas. Like, we are also cyclical creatures. We have all our winter season. Now I'm talking about the winter seasons of the nature. We also have our winter season as humans, where we are not feeling like doing anything. we don't have those great ideas and inspiration to do something, because it's time for us to rest and recuperate our forces, so that the next spring you can plant those new seeds, those new ideas that came to you while you were in this void state. So maybe you were someone in this past life that weren't able to embrace winter, or you were the total opposite and you were able to stop, embrace the winter, being in this great cosmic womb of nothingness, so that you could recover, so that you could get back to those great ideas, the visionary ideas, the big picture thinking, because it takes energy for this as well. So this is it. I hope you liked it, pile number 2. I hope it could help you. Thank you for staying with me till the end, and I will be seeing you in my next video. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. You chose the, no, I'm not sure if it's the Power Archangel Tarot or Archangel Power Tarot. Someone close those lines. If you want to know the name, it's the correct name, it's in the description down below, where all the decks I have are listed. So the correct name is there, because my deck is in German, so I see only the German name. So okay, so you chose this deck, the Petrified Wood, the number 3, or the tune that you heard if you chose based on a cue. This is going to be your reading. I will be answering these questions here with the tarot cards, and then we have a lot of oracle decks to get us more information about your past life. Sorry. Yeah. So, let's get started with shuffling the cards. This is going to be a pain, because this deck is big and my hands are small. So, that's it. So, please be guys. What was the purpose of pile number 3 in their past life? What was pile number 3's purpose in their past life? Thank you. A card to represent pile number 3 in their past life. Thanks a lot. A lesson pile number 3 did not complete in their past life. The cards are flying correctly out. I did have more of trouble in pile number 2 that I filmed shortly before you. So I had more trouble with their cards. It even flew into their candle. It didn't catch fire. Thank goodness it didn't catch fire. So lesson pile number 3 gained from their past life. What lesson did pile number 3? Ooh. I have to tell you a story about one of the cards that flipped over. I'm going to tell it afterwards. So I'm pretty sure you don't see it if I put it here down. So just keep it here. So what is pile number 3 trying to accomplish in this lifetime that was brought with them from their past life? Oops, sorry. Your card was on the table and then it flew down. Is this everything for the last? Yeah, okay. So, your purpose in your past life, pile number 3. Ooh. We are starting big pile number 3. You have 2 major arcanas. We have Justice and we have Death. Well, in this particular deck, Death is not death but peace. We have here representing the cards Archangel Raquel, I think, and Archangel Azrael. Written here is fight for equality and justice. Decisions for your good. Don't give up. And then with the peace card, let go from the past. There is a happier future before you. Trust in God. So if you have a problem with the word God, you can replace it with the universe, source, spirit, whatever drives your fancy. I'm just really translating what the card is saying. So we have justice and we have peace. So were you someone that was fighting for equality, justice and peace of the world? Is what I'm getting from those cards. Now I'm not even looking at the things that were written, but it just is something that struck that was like something with the first sentence that I read, and I was like, aha, okay, now I see. So you were someone that was fighting for justice, for equality and peace of the world. You may have made decisions for your own benefit, of course. Who doesn't? And maybe also for others that didn't have the means to fight for themselves. So you were maybe someone that was fighting for the underdog. What I find beautiful. Maybe also something that was from your purpose in your past life. It was to show people to never give up on their dreams and to keep on fighting for it. Isn't there a song? I just remember, keep on fighting till the end. But I am not sure. Yeah, it probably was a song. But I don't know which one it is. So, to never give up and keep on fighting till the end. Maybe also you helped people to let go of the past, so that they could walk for a better future. It feels like you were like someone that wanted for humanity to have a better future, and you were going on, how do you say, strikes, so that you could fight for your rights, for a better future, to have this equality, for everyone, and maybe you were also someone that had the whole trust into the universe, God, source, spirit, and maybe you were also someone that was trying to convey this trust also to others, so that they could also trust in the better future, if they could trust to give those worries to source, spirit, God, whatever you believe in, or whatever you believed in the past, of course, in this past lifetime, yeah. Interesting. So a card to represent you in your past life, you've got the Seven of Raphael, the Seven of Cups. Time to make decisions. Making clear what you want and taking action upon this. Das bedürfnis nach Entgiftung. How do you say this? The necessity to detox. So maybe you were a person that, yeah, you did have to make decisions, but maybe for your own private life, you had a little bit more of a difficult time to make decisions. So somehow you needed to make decisions, to be clear of what you wanted and take action upon this. And detox could be that you were someone that, well, in your past life you may have been someone that drank a lot or took any other substances that were around in that at that time. I can't really imagine what other substances there were besides drinking in the past. Maybe smoking. It may have been something that was new out, with the no smoking, drinking. I don't know if there were any drugs around in the past life. I don't even know when the first drugs came out, but drinking and smoking are drugs as well. So maybe you needed to detox from those stuff, but you did not in your past life. And by the way, I forgot to mention this. Sometimes stuff that happened in your past life can still be something that is affecting you in your current lifetime, in this incarnation, to say. So if you feel like this is familiar, it's because maybe you are still trying to learn to overcome this lesson that was brought to you by your past life, like this card is going to show us. So if there is anything familiar here with what you are currently going through, it may have been because of this past life. So and yeah, detoxing from something that is not easy, because there are habits that we have, and breaking habits is something so difficult. I'm still struggling with breaking my habit of putting okay, let's be real. I'm a person that I don't like to make phone calls with people that I don't know. So making an appointment with the dentist and the doctor is something I dread. I'm being honest. So I got the SMS from my dentist because I always get it once a year. You get an invitation from the dentist to go there to make some deep cleansing and cleaning and cleansing of your teeth, so that you can also see if there is something that needs to be worked on your teeth, like also controlling, because you go once a year, so to see if everything's all right with your teeth. And I got this SMS in January, and now I'm filming this on the last day of February, on the 28th of February. I got the SMS on January, and I called today because my mother said, "Did you call the dentist?" And I was like, "No, I wanted to call them." And she's like, "Grab that phone right now and call." And I was okay. So I grabbed the phone and I had to call. my dentist, and I have to say I was super nervous. I really don't like talking on the phone, so I was like putting the phone call to the next day into the next day. I was procrastinating better. Let's say I am a habitual procrastinator, so I have a hard time stopping being a procrastinator because I do everything else besides the thing that I need to do, because I was programmed to be a procrastinator because my father is one. So I learned it from him, and it's now I have to break free from this, because I have everything that I need to be able to break free from this and change. But because of the habits that I have that help me procrastinate, like reading mangas, manhwas, webtoons on the internet, watching anime, watching videos on YouTube, it's everything that I do to procrastinate. So coming out from those stuff and doing what I need to do is hard, because it's like a vicious cycle. So detoxing from a substance abuse, I imagine it's more harder because your body is like needing those things. So I have no idea how you dealt with it in your past life, if you even dealt with it, whether no. So if you have still troubles with substance abuse in this lifetime, then I highly recommend for you, if you really want to step away from these things, because smoking, drinking can lower your own vibrations. I don't smoke because I have asthma, so my father is a smoker. It doesn't do me any good when I'm near smokers. The smoke just makes me cough a lot, and it stinks. Let's just say it by the name. It stinks being around them. But I'm of age, so drinking was not a problem. But every time I drank with my friends, the next day I would not have a hangover, because I would not go overboard with drinking. I would stop at a reasonable place where I was enough drunk to be happy and outgoing and not having any fear of stuff, because when you are drunk you let down your guard. So there I would stop and I would not go overboard, so I never had to throw up because of drinking, nor did I ever have a hangover where my head was killing me or stuff like this. No, I was a reasonable drinker, but I would always feel lethargic for the next few days, because because first of all, I'm an empath, so being around other people that are drinking is like the death sentence for me, because their energy get into me, and probably I would also stay late outside, so I would be getting drained, because I'm also an introvert, so I need sometimes me time in my home, away from everyone else. So I would get drained because of this. Then my vibration would also sink because of the drinking, and I will be lethargic. Like, it was a feeling that I didn't like, so I stopped drinking for a time. Now when I see drinks, I'm like, nah, I don't feel like drinking at all, because I can have fun with others when I'm sober too. Better, I'm not going to be lethargic at the next day. Probably if I am with a lot of people, I'm going to feel lethargic because I have just no energy left, but not because of the drink. And after a day, back to go. But when I drink, it's more some 2 days till I'm better, and energetic, more like just one day and the next day I'm back to business. So, and also when you drink and smoke, your intuition just stops functioning, and I don't like this. I need my intuition with me so I can make the decisions right. So if you really want to stop because you know it's harmful for you and you don't feel like good, but it became a habit and you're not able to break free from it, I would recommend you to search for professional help, going to the anonymous groups that exist and get help from them, with talking to people that are going through what you are going through, because I'm not able to sympathize with someone that is a heavy smoker, because I never smoked in my life. And I'm also not someone that can sympathize with someone that drinks a lot of alcohol, because I don't do this. I did drink sometimes, but when you are someone that drinks every day a cup of wine, beer, and it became a habit, and you know it's bad, I cannot sympathize with you, because I'm not someone that did this. So I have other things that I need to detox, like, for example, my being the whole time in the internet and not doing my things with my procrastination. So professional help, always something that I'm going to talk in my channel, is the best thing to do, because even if I'm doing readings here and advising you to do stuff, I'm not a professional psychologist. I don't know how to break free from substance abuse and stuff like this. So I'm just a messenger of the things. Now I went totally tangent. Let's get back to your past life. I hope you understood me. So back to your business with the cards. Lesson that you did not accomplish in your past life. King of Gabriel, the King of Wands. Generous, inspiring, dramatic, not engaged. Doch. Yeah, someone engaged. Yeah. Stay with the big picture in your eye. Have the big picture in your eyes, and the details, let others worry about those experiences that lead to success. Real worry for others. So what did you not accomplish in your past life is maybe you were not able, someone that was able to have the big picture thinking, and you were worrying about the small details, but the small details you can let others do, and you were not able to do this. Maybe you also didn't have enough experiences that could have led you to the success, and worrying about others. Maybe you, because of the two cards we had here with justice and peace, maybe this was something that you could accomplish, worrying about others, but not being able to put it into action in the best way. So being generous, inspiring, don't know why dramatic is something good, but hey, maybe it's something the fire signs are, because I'm a fire sign myself too. If you didn't read in the description, I am a Aries Sun, a Leo rising, and a Sagittarius Moon. So I have the fire sign in my chart like present, and I can be a little dramatic. So and engage. So yeah, because there was a card to represent, and in this sentence is like trying to make you take action upon something. So maybe you were not the person that were able to take action upon your ideas. You had the ideas and you were worrying about the small details, and because you were worrying about those small details, you couldn't take action upon those ideas. Holy. So yeah, you weren't able to learn to be the King of Wands, the King of Gabriel. A great leader, charismatic, inspiring, passionate even, as well. Fire signs, passionate is passion. Yahoo! Yeah. That was a lesson that you did not accomplish. So, a lesson that you did gain from this past life, we have the Hierophant with guidance, higher guidance. It's well, higher guidance, no, spiritual guidance maybe is more of a better translation of this word, but guidance from above with the Hierophant, Archangel Sandalphon, and we have the Sun with Archangel Uriel. So the little story that I wanted to talk about is the Sun card. When I was preparing to film for part number 2 and for you, I was searching for the 3 of Michael. That was the card that came random in the intro, because the intro of this video and part number 1 I filmed like 1 week ago, more than 1 week ago, and I used this deck for something else, so I had to search for the card, and I put the deck on my bed side, because my bed is like here on the right side. I put the deck there and I was searching for the card, and then I took the deck, prepared it, and put it here on the left side on the ground, so that I could pick it up after I was done with pile number 2. But a card stayed on my bed, and I saw this afterwards, and I picked it up, and it was the Sun card that stayed on my bed. So it even wanted to come out before the reading. So what did you accomplish in your past life? With the Hierophant is searching for the meaning of life, thinking of alternative paths, being around wise teachers and friends. And with the Sun, your life is wonderful. Grow and how do you say this in English? I don't know. I have to search this word up. Moment, please. Okay. Grow and thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspired success. So looks like you did accomplish happiness in your past life. You had success. You grew and you were thriving in your past life, so you know how to thrive. You know how to grow. You know how to be positive. Your life was wonderful. And we have the Hierophant. So I think you were able to accomplish your purpose on life, or you knew how important it was to accomplish your purpose in your life. You may have been also able to think different pathways, and you may have also been around a lot of people that had a lot of wisdom, because Archangel Sandalphon here in this picture, he is pictured with all the religious symbols here. So maybe you were someone that was really religious, and you followed the path of religion in a way that you accomplish the teachings from the certain religion. So pile number 3, you were amazing. Your past life was really quite cool, because you have the Sun card, the ultimate happiness. You gained the ultimate happiness and success in that past life. You may be even someone that has a lot of wisdom within you as well. And if you are thinking about, no, I don't have wisdom, nope. Everyone on this planet has wisdom and is wise. Most of don't see it, but you have it in you. That's why I call you owls, because you are one, and the owl represents wisdom. So you have wisdom. Like I'm an owl and I have my own wisdom. You are an owl and you have your own wisdom to share and to with the people around you. So dismiss the idea of not being a wise person. So what are you trying to accomplish in this lifetime that was brought to you from the past life is 5 of Swords. This situation is not good for you. Don't hold on to certain expectations, and think of a more positive path. So what you are trying to accomplish in this lifetime that came from the past lifetime is to be able to let go of the past, because you are holding on to something that is not good for you. It may be even the habits that you have. You know it is not good for you, but you are holding on to it. Maybe you have even certain expectations about some stuff, and if you have certain expectations about stuff happening in the way that you want, it's like you are trying to control the universe, God. I'm sorry. Yeah, if you have certain expectations and you want to maybe manifest something, and it has to be like you planned it completely how it should come to you, probably is not meant to come to you in that certain way if it didn't come to you already. If it's now I'm stumbling upon my words. If the thing that you want to manifest didn't come to you, it can be that because you have certain expectations that it should come to you in a certain way at a certain time and day, but it's like you are controlling how the universe needs to do their job, and the universe doesn't like this. Because the universe knows how to bring to you the things that you want to manifest, and you having your expectations, the universe cannot bring it to you because you want it to be in a certain way, but the universe is like, no, I have another way, a better way. And so you are clashing with the universe, and that's why the certain manifestation may not be able to come to you. because you are trying to micromanage the universe, and the universe doesn't work like this. The universe does its job in their way, and we have to let go of those expectations. Free ourselves from any thoughts about when it comes, because the universe is magic. It brings it to you in a way that you would never thought of. And because you are micromanaging and holding on to these expectations, it may be that you are holding those manifestations back. And maybe also you have certain expectations about something, like your partner and stuff like this. And because they don't do this that you had expected them to do, you may be getting disappointed because it didn't happen like you imagined it. So it's time for you to let go of those things and see the things for how they are, and also to step out of the situation that is clearly not good for you. And if it is a manifestation that you want to bring in, you have to let go of those certain expectations on when and how it gets to you. It will get to you if you let go of it. And then maybe something that you need to learn is also to have more of a positive mindset and how positive way of dealing with things. I don't know what thing you need to deal with, but having more of a positive mindset is something that you are learning that came from you from that past life. So saying basically that you had a great expectations in your past life, and you were holding on to it for dear life, even through a situation that was good. So it's time for you to learn this and this lifetime now. And I tell you, it's hard to not have expectations of certain things. For I too am a specialist of having expectations, because I like to daydream a lot. So I daydream about anything. So let's say the truth. On Friday, the 3rd of March, I'm going to meet my friends. And sometimes I start to daydream about meeting them, what conversations we are going to have, like building up certain expectations that are not going to be like this. But I'm never left disappointed. The good thing, because we have such a great time, that all the expectations that I had are out of the window. But if you have great imagination, you can hold on to those expectations, and at the end be left disappointed because it didn't come out like you wanted it to. So let's go to the oracle cards and get more information. So please, Spirit guides, what other messages and what else do we need to know about about pile number 3's past life? Back of the deck we have: focus on just one task at a time and immerse yourself in it. When you're done, enjoy a small break and then tackle the next task. So maybe you were someone that did this in your past life, or you had trouble with it dealing in that past life, and now you are trying to learn to do this in this lifetime. So let's see, what else do we have? So we have dreamer, visionary, goals, romantic. So you may be a dreamer, and that's why you have those expectations and get disappointed. So you were a dreamer in your past life. You were visionary. You had your goals. You may have been someone really romantic. How you imagine a dreamer to be like? So you may have had those tendencies in the past life. Maybe you have it even now. Then we have self-belief, power, knowledge, emotion. So maybe you were someone that had a lot of self-esteem, knew what power you had, knew your knowledge, knew your emotions, and now can be that you are someone that is like this as well, or you are trying to relearn it in this lifetime because of this lifetime circumstances. So I create my own path and I walk it with confidence. So you created your own path and you walked it with confidence and you accomplished it with the Sun card. Your past life may have been really great. Of course, just because you had a great past lifetime doesn't mean that you learned all your lessons, because the soul wants to grow and evolve, and that's why you are here again in this incarnation. There is always something to learn new. You never learn everything. That's not possible. There's just too much wisdom, knowledge out there that it's quite impossible to gain everything in just one lifetime. That's why you are here again. Thank you for being here again. Thank you for watching the video as well. So yeah, nice to have you here on Earth. Making a list of things you are grateful for will help you become more aware of the things you treasure and appreciate in your life. So maybe you were someone that had a gratitude list, or you we're always grateful for the things that you had, or you are going to learn this in this lifetime because you couldn't learn it in the past life. And we have waxing givers, refine and hone. Yeah, you refined and honed your skills. You have skills now in this lifetime that may have come from this past life, and you are just relearning it, because we forget most of the things from our past lives, because the human brain cannot comprehend all the memories from the past lives, so it goes forgotten. So now this deck is going to be a little bit on the funny side. I was really drawn to it when I made a meditation to see which oracle decks would come up. And in pile 1 and in pile 2, it had some funny answers for us. So let's see how it comes out for your pile 3. Please, spirit guides, what else can you tell us about pile number 3's past life? What other information do you have? You're ready. Well, yeah, you were ready for something in your past life, and maybe it's even now in this lifetime. It's interesting. We have here the image looks like a lot of Egypt. Has Egyptian stuff on it, so maybe you had a past life in ancient Egypt. Maybe you are from there in this lifetime as well, and you feel really connected to your culture, or you are from somewhere else and you feel really drawn to Egypt and the Egyptian ancient culture. I know this is some type of key. I don't know the name. I'm not really someone that is drawn to the ancient Egyptian times, so I have no knowledge about ancient Egyptian, so I'm sorry. Is there more card about? No. Okay, at the back of the deck we have improving health. Let go. So you may have been someone that helped others improve their health. in your past life. So maybe you helped them improve their health because you were someone that was that learned how to step out of stuff that were not healthy. So you were maybe someone that could help others step out of this too. Yeah, didn't get the funny answers like pile 1 and not pile 2, because I asked if is there any other informations about their past life, and in pile 1 I got a no. 2 more cards and a no, and in pile number 2 unlikely. So you now got some also interesting answers. But yeah, let's get to more information. So please, spirit guides, what else can you tell us about pile number 3's past life? Well, that came at us in a speed. Is this the only card? Yes, okay. Participate. And the back of the deck we have adult children. This talks about how your children are now adults and you have to let them go so that they can have their own experiences and see that they can be responsible for their own lives and not see them as children anymore. If you are a parent, and if you are not a parent, you are the adult child of your parents, and maybe your parents are treating sometimes you still as a child, not only your parents but your family, and it's time for you to show them, hey, I'm responsible, I can take care of my own life, I walk the walk with confidence, I create my own path and I walk it with confidence. So maybe you were someone that had to deal with this in your past life. I sometimes forget that I'm reading my past about your past life. So participate. This is a card that talks about going out and hanging out with friends again. So maybe in your past life you were sometimes a bit on the side of alone, not lonely but alone, to gain wisdom and stuff. You needed to learn how to participate in society, hanging out with friends. Maybe you really like to hang out with your friends in the past life. Can be anything with this card, basically. So, now to the last oracle deck. Let's see. Please, spirit guides, what else can you tell us about pile number 3's past life? What other information can you share with us about pile number 3's past life? Good. At the back of the deck we have perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. Yeah, perspective. Like I'm having big picture. The big picture in front of your eyes and not focusing too much on the small details, and sometimes things that just doesn't matter because they are so small, and it's time to zoom out to find common ground with people. So it was something that you had to do in that past lifetime, or you were not able to learn this in the past lifetime. Either way, I say everything. So, activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you are led. So, maybe you were someone that lived by a power place where the energy was just different. Like, when you go to a place like Stonehenge, Machu Picchu, where else? The temples in Mexico, even the the pyramids of Egypt, there are places where the energy just feels different, because it's a power place where the energy of the earth is really strong, and ley lines is, there is a net around the globe where those power places are connecting to other places, and so you have this net of energy. And so you may have been someone that wandered to those places because you were called to visit those things, because when you go there, either it activates you or you activate those places because you have a certain code in you, certain thing that can activate certain light codes for the places or for yourself. So you may have been someone that trusted where you were being led, or you were learning to do this. So we have Star Keeper. Cosmic ancestors seek the light by staying grounded. So if you identify yourself as a starseed, having lived in civilizations that are not home on Earth, like on other planets, you may have been someone that came to Earth at that time in this past life to seek a light for humanity. You did this by staying grounded yourself, because you had the knowledge of your cosmic ancestors, or you were trying to seek the light, and it was hard for you because you couldn't stay grounded. So there are a lot of ways how to say this, because I don't know how your past life was. I'm just talking about possibilities here with the cards. Of course, I didn't live your past life, so and because there are a lot of you, there is always the possibility of one group having this and the other group having this, and so I try just to get a lot of options so that it makes sense for everyone present. And we have the Void. This card came out for pile number 2 as well. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. So either you were someone that was able to stop, to embrace your winter phase, where you were trying to recuperate so that you had enough energy to seed again those new ideas, those new things outside, and you were able to stay in the void, to just relax, to gain back your energy, so that you could later, when your spring came, prepare your ideas for the new things that you wanted to do. Or you were someone that was not able to embrace your winter, to stop, to relax and recuperate before you started a new task. We had even something with the task at the back of the deck here. With this card here, focus on just one task at a time and immerse yourself in it when you're done. Enjoy a small break, like the embrace winter, just stop the great cosmic boom is the break, because you need the break so that you can get new ideas, new ways of doing things, tackle a new thing, even starting something new. So yeah, that's it. I hope that you liked it. I hope that it could help you. Thank you for sticking with me till the end, and I will be seeing you in my next video. Bye!